It's finally a nice day, so I'm gonna get back to staining the shed. This is the stain that I used. It's linseed oil stain. It is not boiled linseed oil. Boiled linseed oil has a bunch of additives that make it really toxic. It does dry quicker if it's boiled. I really wanted to do like an environmentally friendly, non-toxic, low VOC paint. This is the raw linseed oil. This sort of acts as like your primer. You put a light coat on before you do the stain. It is totally raw. Again, this is like non-toxic. Could probably cook with it if you wanted. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I got this from solventfreepaint.com. This stuff is pretty pricey when you're comparing it with like normal oil-based paint or water-based paint, but in the long run this should last longer. The upkeep is to only do a light coat of linseed oil after 5 years after you put your stain on, and then it's 10 years after that for upkeep. So whereas like a water-based paint might last 7 to 10 years depending on your environment, and an oil-based paint will eventually fail. It depends on the brand. This stuff should last forever. They used to use it like way back in the day. I'm not sure why they got away from it. It's probably just because of cost. I mean, there's not many companies that make this. It is just so expensive. I'm sure if more companies made it, it wouldn't be as expensive. But yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. The only thing is it takes a really long time to dry. So the raw linseed oil, when you do your prime coat, it needs to sit for like a week to dry. And that's in perfect conditions when it's not raining. So we did the first coat last October on the long sides of the shed. And so it's definitely dry now. And obviously we've stained a little bit. I stained behind the trim because I didn't want water getting behind there, and I painted some of the bottom of the T111 where it was sort of getting like water damage. It's cool. You need to plan it out. Obviously you can't do it in the rain. The wood needs to be dry. Probably want, a week of clear weather, which it seems like it's going to be pretty clear for the next week or so. So yeah, that's just a little rundown of the stain that we used. This one is made by Viking. I definitely recommend it. I haven't had any bad experiences so far. So I didn't clean my brush very well last time I painted, but it's softening up. It's once I start using it. But there might have been some questions about why my brush seemed so weird and stiff, but that's why. It's working though. You can clean oil-based brushes with canola oil, which we do have. We use that in the chainsaw too, so we bought like a whole gallon of it, but I was just being lazy last time and I didn't clean them. I mean, it's working, it's good enough. I need to paint this whole side. That's basically gonna be probably the rest of the day, and hopefully I can get to the other side. I made a little bit of progress staining yesterday. We had family come visit, so I couldn't make as much progress as I wanted, but it was good to see them. So today the goal is to get this side done and get the other side done. And Taylor will be helping me, so it should go a lot quicker.
Here we are, just about done with the first full side of the stain.
I'm going to remove the gutter so that I can put the trim underneath it like I have on the other side. So that is going to be the project for this side, and then once that's done, we will get to painting. But the other side is now fully done. Let's take a look. It looks really nice. And I wanted to leave the trim the natural color Like, there's the trim there, and then obviously the door. I kind of like the way it looks. I don't know how long it's gonna last, how well it's gonna weather. This hasn't really changed color since I put it up, but it was only like a month ago, so we'll see how it lasts through the winter. If not, we'll probably end up just painting everything red. But there's still a little corner to do there. But yeah, I'm happy with how this looks. It's crazy to see such a big difference in such a short amount of time. Just for the record, I hate doing gutter. It's my least favorite chore. Whatever.
Yeah. They are not fun.
We have the trim up and the gutter. I will show you up close. I moved the downspout so that it wasn't hanging off the side like that one. I'll have to fix that at some point. But I put it so it's against the trim there. And then of course Taylor's made a lot of progress painting. We could have the two long sides done, and then we can focus on getting the rest of the linseed oil primer on the back here and do the front. We still need to do the gable end with linseed oil, but yeah, very successful day, and the gutter wasn't as much of a pain as I thought it was going to be, so a lot of progress today.
Alright, so we just wrapped up the other side of the shed, and it's looking nice. I love that color.
We are making campfire ramen, and tonight it is actually going to be over a campfire, not on the grill. So we're going back to our roots. We used to eat this every time we went camping over the campfire, but since we got the grill, we've been sort of copping out and just cooking it on the grill. But it's going to be genuine campfire ramen.
Yep.
We've got some chicken sausage with mango that we got at the co-op, and of course our ramen veggies. It's a full pot. Hard to mix.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Comes right off.
Yeah. A little seasoning. And there is the finished product. That is the campfire ramen.